All right, guys, we are officially live for this Thursday morning, and it looks like I might be solo here today, but that's okay. Kevin may have had other things come up in his morning. Oh, wait a minute, Kevin is here. Look at this! What a surprise! There he is. I was just saying I wasn't sure if Kevin was going to be showing up today.
No, I wouldn't miss it. So
Okay,
I'm glad to be here.
Didn't know if the morning got away from you. That's all.
No, so sorry. I've got a new person in my warehouse, and I was training her, and I was like, "Oh, it's 10 o'clock. You better jump on."
We better go. All right, cool. So I was just getting ready to tee up what we have planned for today.
Yeah.
So this is the final day of the Next Level Coach Summit. And yeah, I'm pretty excited because we got another full day of great speakers. Plus, we've got a little bit of a surprise bonus that we announced this morning, which we'll talk about. So the party technically ends today, although we're going to try to keep it going for at least another hour tomorrow. So we'll talk about that. But I did want to give a little shout out once again to our sponsor, Senja, who helped us by sponsoring this event and wanting to be a part of it. So I wanted to give them a little shout out here first thing in the morning. If you are interested in getting testimonials, reviews, feedback, and you can share those on your website, Senja is a great platform to do that. I actually use them myself. If you go to livevideoschool.com, you'll see a little widget at the bottom. That is from Senja, and those are testimonials and reviews that came in from some of our students and our clients. So definitely check them out.
Definitely.
But Kevin, let's talk about what's going to happen now. We have today, if you want to get a general admission ticket today, that gets you access for just $7 to all of the speakers from Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. So 21 speakers and sessions. What happens after today? Can you buy a ticket? And if you can't buy a ticket, what happens? Do people just miss out the opportunity?
Yeah. So here's the thing. As they say, opportunity can pass you by. This opportunity to sign up for the summit can pass you by. You can still get a ticket for just $7 today. We extended access actually all the way through Saturday. So you have an additional 2 days to watch it. So that means you could buy a ticket. You'd get instant access to the members area. You could go in. All 3 days of sessions are available for you to watch. It's not like, we'll have a replay for a particular one at a particular time. We make this simple. So that way you can just go in, sign up, see all those sessions. We've got the live stream replays from the last 2 days. If you're watching this, you got to see today's, but we'll have the other. So you can go in, you can watch all these sessions. You can see what's happening. You can see Scott's session. You can see my session. You can see John Meese's session, Dustin's session, Lauren's session, Wendy's session. There's a lot. And so we recommend, even if you're short on time, pick maybe 2 or 3 that you can take action on right away and focus on those first. Like, hey, this is a topic I really need to know about, like, getting how do you, close more sales with serve calls? How do you come up with your program? How do you, how do you get more leads? How would you use YouTube? How would you use a virtual summit? So it depends on what you're looking to do. We've got all kinds of different sessions to help you with that. And then if you want lifetime access, a little spoiler alert, you can purchase the VIP upgrade on the thank you page immediately after you buy that $7 ticket. The best deal is on that is on that page. And for those who don't buy on that, you'll still have the opportunity, but it'll be a little more expensive, and the price will go up tonight. So for people who do buy the ticket and they're like, well, maybe I'll get the VIP before the summit ends, you can. It'll just be more expensive tomorrow than it is today. And if you haven't bought your ticket yet, the lowest you will see is on that thank you page right after you put in your credit card information and hit submit.
Yeah, no, this has been great. I just want to give a little sense of, and we'll talk a little bit about, like, if someone wants to run a summit. Number one, if you go right here, I'm going to go ahead and go into your session, Kev, right here. So this was Kevin's session right here, where he literally broke down. So if I go into here,
summit,
you can literally see, like, he's going to walk you through some of the things that it takes to get everything set up, how to invite your speakers, right? Recording sessions. That's him and I recording our session, creating the promotional materials, right? So again, I'm just looking at this one thing. The thing that you're watching this summit in shows you all about that. So like all of the pieces, all of the parts that you need, you know, how to get your sponsors, you know, all of the things that you would need are inside of here. So I want you guys to realize this isn't like fluff. This is like each one of these, we delivered the goods. This one here, I'm pretty proud of. This is my son, Scotty. So he literally went in here and broke down our strategy to get our leads, but also to create content and how to do it in a way that you can do it in an hour per week. And that's what we've been doing now. And he's basically walking you through what that looks like and how to actually put it all together, the content sandwich that we use, and all of the things, right? So everything in here, it's tactical. It's not just like, oh, like this is a great story. It's like, okay, those are great, but we want tactical stuff too. And that's what I'm really proud about this event. And that's when Kevin and I were getting ready to set this thing up. We're like, what do we want people to get out of it? We want people to get more high quality leads. We want people to create funnels and systems, and we want people to create world-class programs. That's what this event does. And it does it in a way that you can actually get results. Jake, who actually his session, which kicked off today, was how to package your expertise into a group coaching program curriculum. And the cool thing with Jake is he went in here and literally is walking you through exercises so you can get everything out and written down on how to create this type of program. So literally he's walking you through it. I mean, look at this. You're literally going to pause and you're going to fill this stuff out. And by the end of it, you're going to have the outline and all of the ingredients to create a world-class program. Right? A program that you're proud of, a program that gets more results for your clients. So this one here is really, really exciting because it's tactical. Again, like I said, and you don't have to do it all. You might want to come back to this one. This is actually one I would come back to. This is one that I'm going to be going through again, but I'm going to have the recordings because, you know, that's
right. Because it's your summit.
You know? But even if I didn't, I would spend the money on the recordings because I want to go back and watch this maybe in 2 months. And go through that process. Because like I said, he's giving you exactly what to do and what to write down. And
workshop style.
It's workshop style.
I mean, how much would you pay just for that information?
Oh my gosh. Like that right there for him, if without getting with him, but if just to get the information of him walking me through it, I mean, I'm talking $300 to $500. You know, if he was going to sit down with me, probably be over $1,000 just for like an hour, right? To walk through and kind of build it out with me. But you
for
get
$7. You can get
$7. Yep.
And not that much more relative to what you might pay for that type of information to get the VIP, so that you have access to that ongoing as well as all the others. It's not like you just have to pick like one or two for VIP. You get all of them for lifetime access.
No, I think like once it's very organized too. So like once you come in here, I mean, there's so many I can go into, like Wendy Van Ryn, frameworks. Frameworks are so important. When you're building out your program, you want frameworks, right? We have our frameworks for our Steady Leads Accelerator program, right? We follow a flywheel and we have a framework that we follow to build it. You know, we have a framework to build our content machine. Right? We have a framework that we follow. We have a framework for our content. We call it our content sandwich framework. So frameworks are important because when you have a framework, you technically own it and then you sell that. You can also then license it, or you can have other people teach it. So that's a great session. Again, I can go on and on and on. There's just so many great sessions. So once again, up until tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, you can grab a ticket for $7, and you can get access because Kevin decided to extend the amount of time that you get access to them without VIP. That's through Saturday now. But if you wanted to keep these forever, you're going to want to upgrade to the VIP.
Yeah.
Also, one little bonus that I want to share next, Kev, unless you had something else you wanted to share.
No, go for it.
Yeah. So, okay. So we decided, you know what? This party's it's fun. We're having a good time.
Mhm.
But how can we keep the party, kind of going? How can we keep it rolling? Well, I know personally, I love case studies, and if it's just me, I mean, let me know in the comments. Do you like seeing a case study of actually something, a result that you want, and then seeing someone unpack how they got there?
Mhm.
Like me, I don't know. Like I love case studies. I mean, Jeff Walker, who did Product Launch Formula, he's got a book called Launch. The book is basically just him sharing his clients and basically sharing a case study on each client.
Mhm.
And I learned so much.
It's a great book.
Yeah, it's a great book. But it's because it's real, right? It's like, oh,
Mhm.
that kind of seems like me, or I see how all those pieces fit together.
Mhm.
And so I said, what could we give as a bonus to our VIPs? And I was like, maybe what we could do is we could just unpack what Scotty and I recently did, and where we took our lead strategy from
Mhm.
YouTube and how we turned that into $15,000 in sales in 30 days from basically releasing a new coaching program.
Mhm.
So would that be valuable? Like, Kevin, if I was to be able to just break it down, you and I sit down and you're like, how did it all happen? And I'm like, here's what we did.
Right.
Step one, we did this. Step
Mhm.
two, we did this. And then we sent these emails. Let me show you the emails that we sent. I pull
Right.
those up and I'm like, see what we did here? And then see the objects of that one there was to get someone to raise their hand. When they raise their hand, this is the next email that I sent. And then I actually sent them to an application. And then from the application, I did this. Would that be valuable to see how all the pieces are working together? So it's like, we have to like look at that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what could we do? And I'm like, well, let's do it.
I don't know how you can make it more paint by numbers than that. More just follow these steps, follow these frameworks, and you'll get there.
Yeah. And at least it gives you something. Like you might be like, well, I don't love that, but I could do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't love doing, like a lot of people are like, I don't like sales calls. Well, you should go watch John Meese's session because he did it on what he calls serve calls, which is, it's a better way of doing a sales call.
Right.
Okay. But if you didn't even want to do that, we sold these without doing a sales call. Now, are we going to do serve calls in the future? Probably. But right now, at the price we're at, I don't think we need to. So I'm going to basically break that down. So what am I talking about here? What's this little bonus? Well, let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and share this tab, and that's what I got planned. So Scotty and I, that's my son. If you guys didn't know already, he actually taught a session yesterday. We're going to basically do a case study, and we're going to show you how our simple YouTube lead funnel generated 15K in 30 days and how we sold out our new coaching program without ads or sales calls. We're going to do it Friday, tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this, September 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're also going to do some live Q&A there, but it's going to be unpolished. It's not going to be this glamorous presentation. It's not going to be this hypey webinar. I'm literally going to meet with Scotty. We're going to go live and we're going to unpack what we did, and we're going to be open for questions. All right. That's what we're going to do. Now, here's the other thing we're going to do though. Even if you're not a ticket holder, okay, we're doing this, and I'm actually doing this for my audience, and I already announced it this morning. You can come watch live. Like you can literally go watch live. It's not going to be here on YouTube. It's going to be private, but you can watch live. But if you want to get the recording, we're doing it for the VIPs. So technically I'm doing this for the VIPs, but I'm going to let people come in that want to just watch, come in for nothing, so
that's super generous.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? You don't even need a general admission pass, although we want you to have one, right? So $7 get you in, you're good. But I'm doing this because I also wanted to give back to my email list because I sent a lot of emails this week. So I'm like, what can I do to give them something in return without having to buy a ticket if they didn't want to? And I'm like, I'll let them have access live. But here's the catch. There's no replay, right? There's no replay for people that are on my list. If they want to come, show up at 1 o'clock, hang out with us. We'll show you everything. If you want to be able to watch later, yes, you'll need a VIP pass. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, this is definitely something folks should check out. And so it's like you get a taste of what's happening in the summit if you don't have a summit ticket. This is the type of knowledge you get. And then again, for $7, you get a whole lot more over the next almost 36 hours. Because to be honest with you, I won't turn off anyone's access until Sunday morning, even though I'm saying through Saturday.
Right. Because you're not going to stay up till midnight.
No, I'm not going to stay up till midnight. So no one's going to complain like, hey, you gave me a few extra hours of access, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, from what you originally told us.
Right.
Yeah. So you essentially, if you get a $7 ticket, you have the next 36 hours to watch it. Approximately.
And I think that's I think that's super generous to be able to do that. We just had Matt actually just said that the URL was wrong. I just fixed it. So it was missing the L. Nextlevelcoachsummit.com will get you there. Okay. But yeah, that's been updated. So that should be fixed now. And Matt, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Cool. And we already got someone that's going to be showing up, tuning in Friday, 9/12, 1 p.m. Awesome. Yeah. So like I said, this is a bonus that we're doing. We're going to also include it. Kevin, we'll probably include that also inside of the members area. Will we?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have a link to it as well.
Okay.
So for folks to go to that page.
Awesome. And Matt says, awesome. He's going to be signing up now. Matt's one of our successful students, to be honest with you. He went through our 1K collective class and he's crushing it, doing a really good job. So Matt, I'm telling you what, $7, it's worth it, man. It's worth it. You're going to get access to all these great speakers. But yeah, I mean, Matt's doing great. And I think we're just getting started, Matt. So look forward to seeing you grow and helping you in the future get to where.
Oh yeah. Looks like his ticket just came in.
Nice. Yeah. So guys, again, I just want to say this is really something that has been it's been a lot of work. I mean, Kevin, you know, it's a lot of work, but why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing this? Let's just like pull back the curtain, Kev.
Yeah.
Pull back the curtain.
So yes, we're making a little bit of some coins, which is good. But at the end of the day, we're helping people. So it's a multi-prong approach. So we're helping people because they get to learn from all these speakers. We're helping the speakers all get a platform to all these people that want to learn from them. It's a very reciprocal relationship there because the speakers, they've got knowledge that this audience of people that have signed up wants to learn, and we're facilitating that. So this helps you as the summit host get authority with both parties. So the people that are attending this are saying, oh, Scott is putting this together. There's a lot of goodwill towards Scott because Scott is, putting this on. People know this takes a lot of work. So like, oh, wow, it's feels an affinity more towards Scott. Like Scott created this environment where I can learn from all these great people. And then all those people, kind of behind the scenes, they're recording this session with Scott. So, some of these people Scott knows well. Some people like Jason Stapleton, for example, you guys hadn't met until you did the recording together, but you realized like, oh, wow, you guys have a lot in common. Yep. And so that gives you a chance to meet someone that you wouldn't have necessarily known otherwise. Now, if you do a podcast, you kind of can do a little bit of this of like you get to do the interviews, but it's not the same level because attendees tend to have a little bit of people attending have more of an expectation of what they're going to learn. And the speakers are also presenting at a little more of a tactical in-depth level than they are in a podcast interview. And so all parties involved both get to showcase their knowledge more or learn more. And so everybody gets, all three prongs of that, the host, the people attending, the people who are speaking, everyone gets more than they would in other situations. When I say more than they would, like they get more affinity towards what is happening. They're more excited about it. Yeah. And so it feels like more of an event happening. And so even though it's like in a members area, it's still it's still, over just a few days period of time. So it feels more like a surge of goodwill, so to speak.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, so I'll peel back the curtain on myself.
Yeah.
So why did I want to do this? And you and I had conversations. So some of you may or may not know, but Kevin and I, we've been friends now for a while. Kevin was a listener of my older podcast, The Amazing Seller.
Back in the day.
And so I've been at it for, gosh, I just saw a shirt that said, you didn't come to this event, but it was the TAS Breakthrough Live. Okay. 2016.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I think I found your podcast in 2015.
Yep. And that was a year after I started the podcast and it started to blow up. And I actually had my first, that event was in Arizona.
Okay.
And it was about 25 people that paid, I think it was around $1,500 or $2,000. They flew in and we met with them. But that was back in the day, right? So that was back in the day. Now you came along and I met you at an event that you came up, wanted to shake my hand, whatever. Hey, I'm a listener. I'm the guy that sent you the email. I was a refereeing at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Money. And I started the Amazon thing because of your podcast. And then here we are. And then you mentioned that you've done events, big events for hotels or for like big companies like Disney. And I'm like, cool. And you're like, if you ever want to do one, let me know. And I'm like, okay. And then I let you know. And then long story short is we ended up working together, put on one of the largest events I've ever done, which was over 200 people in a room, which by the way was amazing, but was super stressful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wrote a book. Oh, it's back there. I won't pull it off, but I wrote a book, The Take Action Effect. That same year, I released it there. We sold tickets. That was stressful. Get people in a room. You're on the hook for like 80 grand from the hotel. And
room blocks, food and beverage minimum. You think
got your
Starbucks
lighting,
is expensive.
Your sound, your cameras, your everything, right? And so anyway, we pulled it off and it was an amazing event. We actually made some money on that. We thought we were just going to break even. We were going to be happy if we broke even. But Kevin was behind that entire thing. And so when he started telling me he's doing summits, I'm like, maybe I should do one here. And the reason why, just like a live event, you don't necessarily do the live event for the money. You do it for the community and you do it for the authority.
Yep.
And that's kind of what you get here in a summit environment. So yeah, I think for me, the reason why I wanted to do this is, some of you may or may not know, but Scotty and I recently started this brand almost 13 months ago. We just recently pivoted to a kind of like targeting a more specific audience, coaches, course creators, consultants, and business people. And I felt like, you know what? This is the way that we can kind of like make a splash in that world. And so that's one of our big things that we wanted to do this year. And you helped us with that. So anybody else that's thinking about doing something like this, definitely Kevin is going to be your guy. You're going to want to reach out to Kevin and get some information. And this isn't a pitch for Kevin because Kevin won't just work with anybody either. You got to kind of have something, in order to make it work. But I didn't do it for any money other than I wanted connections and I wanted to build authority in the space. Right. And that's it. Bottom line. That's to be honest with you. Now, are we going to get people now that are going to be interested in our Steady Leads Accelerator cohort? Yeah, we are. Right. We're doing a live tomorrow to do a recording to unpack everything that we did in a 30-day period to build up awareness using YouTube, how we were able to sell $15,000 in a coaching program in 30 days. And we're going to show up and share that. Is that going to bring interest to people that are like, wow, I want to work with these guys? I think so. Right. So that's the whole point behind it, is like, I'm not there to sell. I'm there to make myself and Scotty become known a little bit, not famous, but known in this space to where someone would more likely want to come in and have us work with them. Basically in a nutshell.
Yeah. And, that's such a good point. And, there's also kind of a halo effect of a summit too. And so most of the sales come from email. which tend to be closed environments. But then again, you're getting to other people's lists that have shared this out. And then also too, when they share it on social, oftentimes, like, even for somebody that doesn't sign up, they still see, like, someone says like, oh, hey, thank you to Scott Volker for putting this together. I'm so excited to speak at the Next Level Coach Summit.
Yep.
And these are people that, are respected by, people that follow them.
Yep.
And so that also helps to build that authority on top of, I think Google said, like, they did a study, and to get someone to buy, you need about 7 hours of time together.
I heard that too.
Well, a summit helps you fast pass that pretty quickly because, we have 21 sessions that are on average about a half hour. So that's 10 hours. So somebody doesn't even have to watch all the sessions, and they've already fast forwarded to that 7 hour mark.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. So yeah, anyway, guys, if you want a ticket, if you're watching this right now, grab a ticket. They're still available. nextlevelcoachsummit.com, $7. And then you can upgrade to the VIP if you want to. You don't have to. But if you are buying a ticket today on Thursday, which is the last day of the event, you'll have till Saturday night to watch. If you want VIP access where you get the recordings, just upgrade to VIP. That option will be available once you purchase a ticket. You purchase a ticket, you go to a thank you page. The thank you page will say, hey, here's a VIP option. You're only going to get this price here on this page. And then after that, you can still get VIP, but it's going to cost you more. And then that's it. And then VIPs will get access for forever. And the bonus that I'm doing tomorrow is going to be a bonus session with myself and Scotty, and we are going to just unpack, like literally going to unpack what we did. So if you are interested in hearing about this and seeing about this, we've never shared this, be honest with you. I think we did a podcast episode maybe a week or two ago that we just touched on it, but I didn't I didn't show visuals. I didn't go deep. I didn't show like the emails. I didn't show, like the content that drove the leads. Like I didn't go that deep. I plan on unpacking as much as I can in about 30 to 45 minutes. And then we're going to leave time for some Q&A. So it is a high level view, but I'm actually gonna be able to show some of the behind the scenes stuff that I've never shared before. And we're going to do it live. And if you want to show up and watch live, you can show up and just watch, right? But if you want the replay of that, the recording, then VIPs. That's real. I decided to do it for VIPs, but I'm like, let's let anybody come to it that wants to come live. If you've got the commitment to come live, then you can watch, right? But if not, the VIPs can watch it in the recording area. And here's the other thing I want to say, Kevin, you and I, when we first started and thought about doing this, we talked about doing a free version of a summit and a paid version of a summit. We've still talked about possibly doing that. I've since talked to a few people that have done summits themselves, and they've said the free model was not as beneficial than a paid. Even though they got more people, they got less qualified people for what they were wanting. So there's two different sides of it. I do think if you pay attention.
Yes.
I do believe that. Now, when you get a VIP, you might say, well, I don't need to pay attention today because I can watch it tomorrow. And that's fine. My only thing there is, don't just buy them and put them up on the shelf. Take the time to pick a few of those to go through, that's what I need to focus on. That's what I need to learn more about. And then you do that. But do not let it collect digital dust. No. That's the one thing we do. We buy something, an ebook, whatever, and you're like, and that's why I think if you do a general admission pass, you get the $7 ticket, you have a deadline.
Yeah.
You got to watch them by a certain time. If you want to pay a little bit, not much, but if you want to pay a little bit, and then that might make you want to say, I'm going to watch them because I paid a little bit more. And I mean, we found this so much, like we've sold products that were $7 a book or something, right? All the way up to $25,000. And I have found that when people pay more, they pay attention more.
Exactly.
And the funny thing is, and then a lot of times they also are just, I don't want to say more serious, but they also get stuff done. So I'm not saying you have to charge $25,000 to get stuff done, but I mean, we're running a cohort right now that people paid over $1,000 to be part of, and they're paying attention. They're showing up every week, right? They're not like, I'm going to skip it this week, right? You paid good money, you're going to show up. So anyway, just a little side note there for anybody that's wanting to get VIP, get it, but don't let it collect digital dust.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure to take action.
Yes, make sure that let me go ahead and put full screen. Take
action.
There it is, right there. Underline that. Here, let's go that way. There we go. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up. This is our final kickoff call for the summit because the summit ends today. So one last call, nextlevelcoachsummit.com. If you are currently on our email list, you should have gotten an email this morning about auto registering for this little thing here that we're doing, which is tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. And that's going to be Friday, September 12th. Scotty and I are going to be breaking down a case study on how our simple YouTube lead funnel generated $15K in 30 days. And we sold out our new coaching program without ads or sales calls. So if you're interested in that, definitely, we'd love to have you. And if you can't make it live and you are a VIPer, you'll get the recording. So you've got that too. All right, Kevin, thank you. I want to say thank you publicly for helping with this and putting it on because you've done an amazing job and you made it really, really simple for me. Yes, it was work on my part. I still had to meet with people. I had to record with people, but it was actually a lot of fun. And I met a lot of great people in the process. And I think a lot of good connections that are going to open some doors in the future. It's that old saying, dig your well before you're thirsty.
Love that. And thank you for saying that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun working with you, and definitely recommend folks if they want to learn. He's the guy. He's the guy that'll help you take action.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kevin. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action, and we'll see you inside the summit, or we'll see you tomorrow on that live stream. All right, take care, guys.